Hi folks, Manager Matt here. It is the moment we've all been waiting for. As many of you know, Lane County's application to begin phase 1 was approved by Governor Brown this morning, and so Pursue Fitness is prepared to open with limited operation and access starting tomorrow, Friday, May 15th. Now the limited operation and access, there's a lot to unpack there. So bear with us and bear with me as we go through this. There's a lot of this information. I want everyone to have reasonable expectations of what it's going to be like moving forward when you come here to Pursue Fitness. We will be following the Oregon Health Authority's guidelines for the retail sector in reopening. There's no specific information for gyms in particular, so our best guess is that we are mostly like the retail sector. So all of the new operation and guidelines we'll be following are based on that. Make no mistake, this will be a new normal. I think it will be helpful for all of us to abandon the model of what our experience used to be like at Pursue Fitness and what it will be like, especially for the first few workouts and the next few weeks and months moving forward. Please be compassionate and patient and understanding and realize this has been a very hard time for all of us. And so together as a community, we can reopen our community and help keep each other and ourselves safe while we pursue a better life. Okay, let's start with billing. Billing will resume within the next couple of days. Anyone who was billed between February 18th and when we processed our last invoice on March 19th will have any time that they paid for that we could not honor sort of prorated onto future invoices. In other words, you are not going to be paying for time that you were not able to access the club, but your billing date will stay the same. In addition, annual fees have been pushed out 2 months from their original date. Paid in full memberships will have their expiration date pushed out 2 months. And with all of these changes, if you're not ready to come back or you have some questions or hesitations, you are always welcome to freeze by emailing us at info@pursuefitness.club. For the time being, our club hours are going to be only during our staffed hours. We will not have unstaffed 24/7 access until a future point, yet to be determined. Our staffed hours are 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Sunday. This will allow us time to clean the club and ensure that over time, as new guidelines are released and we get used to this new operation, we can better serve you here in the club. The Oregon Health Authority's reopening guidelines for the retail sector leave it up to store management to determine how many people can safely physically distance within their spaces. Based on our 15,000 square foot workout floor here and giving each member about 144 square feet of space, that is safe physical distancing, we figure we can have about 100 people in the club at a time. Now, that may seem like a lot, but those of you that are regulars during our peak hours, which are typically between 8 and 11, and then again between 4:30 and 7:30, sometimes there's 250 or 300 people in this place. So be patient. This will be a first come, first served deal. We'll have hash marks outside so you can line up, and similarly to how Trader Joe's has been operating with their occupancy, we'll keep track of how many members are in the club, and we do ask you to limit your workout to 1 hour or less. We've restructured our staffing so that we always have one staff dedicated to cleaning and sanitizing different zones of the club. Those zones will be cleaned on a rotating basis. A large part of the burden of keeping members safe and healthy is yours. Make sure you maintain physical distancing around fellow members and that you wipe down the equipment after you've used it. That is, you'll grab a paper towel from the station, you'll spray it down with sanitizer, and you'll wipe down your contact points of any piece of equipment or upholstery that you've touched. This will help ensure it is clean and ready for the next person, and will help us be able to open to our community. Let's talk about the flow through the club. When you come to the club for your workout, please scan at the front desk. If you have questions, grab one of the information sheets we'll have printed in both English and Spanish, and continue to move through the club. I know our initial thing will be to want to have a conversation and say hi. We've really got to avoid crowding at that front desk in order to maximize physical distancing. When you leave the club, please exit the doors near the spin room or near the entrance to Subway, as opposed to going back out the entrance. Regarding communication, we are likely to not answer the phone. If you leave us a voicemail, give us 24 to 48 hours to return that voicemail. If you have any further questions or comments that are not answered already, please send us a direct message on our social media platforms, Instagram or Facebook, or email us at info@pursuefitness.club, and I'll do my best to respond to those as soon as I can. To ensure the health and safety of our staff and our members, we're going to resume operations in phases. And during this first phase, there's a few things that we won't be offering right off the bat. One will be childcare. All childcare billing will be frozen until we actually offer childcare. 2 will be group fitness. We hope to resume group fitness soon, but we want to start with just general club access and feeling the flow of that. 3, we will not allow guest usage for the foreseeable future because guest check-ins clog up the front end, and it makes it very difficult for us to make sure that we have room for our dues-paying members. And 4, for the time being, tanning won't be available, again, until we can figure out the flow and make sure that as we scale up usage, we can scale up what we can offer. Now, about masks. The Oregon Health Authority guidelines for reopening certainly specify that employees must wear masks. We will be in masks. However, we will not be requiring our members to wear masks. So keep that in mind. I hope that series of videos helped answer your questions as we move into phase 1 of our reopening. Remember, all of this is subject to change. It almost certainly will change. And over time, we'll get better and better at meeting the needs of our community. Folks, I am so excited to see us all back here again. Sometimes you don't really know what you have until it's gone, and we have something really special here. If you have any further questions about billing or anything else, please reach out via our direct message on social media or email me at info@pursuefitness.club. I hope to see you in the club soon.